this is Darlene here to do some mini readings for those that want it, and a midweek check-in, even though it's not technically midweek. I won't be here tomorrow night, so I thought I would come on tonight and do this for you guys. So, hope everybody's having a good start to their week. I already got the coffee going, coughing. There we go. All right. Got to pull myself up over there and wait for some of you good people to get here. I did, by the way, 4 readings today that will be posted tomorrow, Wednesday, middle week. Sorry, guys. I did a full moon energy reading because we've got a already in place. That glare bothers me. Already in place, we have Lionsgate energies, which is this weekend, 8/8, Friday. Then we'll have a full moon energy kicking in. So I've done a Scorpio reading, a Lionsgate, a full moon reading, and I think one other one that I can't even remember right now, but those will all be posted tomorrow. So hope you guys will join in. Hey, Adia, how you doing, love? And Deborah's here. Deborah, I responded to your email. Thank you so much for sending that. And did you guys get the note I posted in the community tab and kind of put my schedule there for the week? I thought that might help until Michelle has a chance to kind of put all that together and capture it. So I'm hoping y'all got notified. I did that differently. I put, like, you know, the @ symbol in your handle, but I didn't know your handle, Deborah. So when I pulled it up, like @Deborah Russell, there were 3, and I didn't know which one. So I need to know that so I can include you next time, because I'm trying to give you guys enough notice that you know when it's happening, and then, you know, you can say, well, I can't be there, but I can be there, that kind of thing. So anyway, Deborah, I need your handle, please, I see Deborah, I got to have something besides that. There were 3 Deborah Russells that had the same color initial. I don't know how to distinguish you from the other ones. I wonder if I can, hang on a second. I'm struggling with glasses tonight. Oh, Nemedian, no, I'm not an angel. I'm an earth angel. I am an earth angel. I wonder if no, see, it's not going to let me. Hey, Deborah, I know. Would you do me a favor and just go and make a comment on any video after this, not during the live, but after this, any video or post on my channel, and I'll get it, and then I can copy and paste your handle from there. That would be helpful. So, did have some interesting readings, though. So I think it's interesting that this, you know, the readings have been different lately, as y'all know. I think it's really interesting that maybe this week feels a bit like a shift or a pivot, or I don't know, maybe it's a glitch, who knows? I guess we'll find out next week, right? Thank you, Deborah, appreciate that. But they were positive readings overall. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, well, I know it's not technically midweek, but I need to start, you know, I want to give something here at the beginning of this, so I'm going to do a little check-in. And I think Giselle said she wanted a reading tonight, so. Oh, but have you had a response yet? Anything yet? Or do you think he will respond even? Oh, did you send them anonymously? Well, that's classy of you. Because I know it wasn't about him. It was about the mama, his mama. I know. It's honoring her. Oh, you're a sweetheart. Classy lady. For sure. Oh, you did. Okay. So he knew. Is he actually speaking to you after that last night? Oh, goodness. You know what? I forgot to put my little, pin my comment here, y'all. There we go. One second. Let me pin that. There we go. There we go. Hey, Jay. Welcome. How's your week going? Oh, goodness. You asked him to send me a picture of them, and he has yet to. Oh, well, hopefully he will. Maybe he was just busy. I kind of feel like he's just been busy. Okay, Jay, good. Well, tell your mama hello. You go back to your mama. You should have undivided attention with her, and I love that you do that with her. So, appreciate you just saying hello. Always. Do I want... Which deck? This deck or that deck? Maybe this deck. And Jay, if you're still here, thank you for responding to the short that I posted. It was about this deck. So this is like the first time I'm using them today for these readings. So I hadn't responded yet, but I did see your comment. Thank you. Well, good. I'm glad. I know it's early in the week, but hey, you never know. Yeah, Adia, I think that's wise. I think you've done the right thing here. I didn't really get the question out I was going to ask, but I am making note that the Ace of Wands in the reverse has come out, which talks about a loss of passion for something, losing interest, right? That did come out in, was it the, I did 3 readings before this. I think it was the full moon reading that I did. It'll be posted tomorrow afternoon in case you missed that. All right, now we're going to ask. So, midweek check-in for love and romance for my collective here. What's happening? What's been happening behind the scenes? That's really what we know. Let's ask there. Is it raining there? It has been kind of that way, kind of drizzling on and off. But it's been so lovely and cool. And I thought this morning, it's 80 instead of 90 here, which is a big deal. It was cloudy. It was so nice. And I was looking forward to going out on my patio and having a cup of coffee this morning because it wasn't unbearably hot. And wouldn't you know, of all the days, I was walking down the stairs to go make my coffee this morning, and these big old bucket trucks pulled in the complex. And today was the morning where they were trimming the trees with, chainsaws and all the noise and the bucket trucks. And they had some kind of I don't think it was a skidder or some other kind of machine. And I just, well, and we'll be back to summer, soon enough. But wasn't meant to be today, so... All right, show me please. What's going on behind the scenes? What is happening in love and romance for my collective? Like right now, this red hot minute, what's happening? Somebody's, oh my goodness, oh good grief. Oh. I'm like Michelle said about the Scorpio reading. She said, I'm building a bunker. I need to go in my bunker. I said, yeah, I'm thinking about moving so you can't find me. Somebody from your past that can't let you go. Oh, well, this could be you in all fairness now. I did ask it as a general question, what's going on behind the scenes. So put this where it fits, okay, whether it's you feeling this way or your person. But somebody's missing you. Now, I will say when it's in reverse, this is like kind of living in the past memories. It's not just nostalgia. It's like too much so. And somebody here wants to reconcile. People, I don't use that lightly, but And I can say too, or Judgment Day is coming for somebody. Is happening right now, because I asked what is happening right now, this red hot minute. Judgment Day for somebody. I got a tower next to the Judgment card. Lord of mercy. Some kind of judgment is happening for somebody. This can be anything from reconciliation to somebody finally waking the heck up, meaning having a spiritual awakening. But wow, next, and that is a tower in the upright, and that is happening now. Sudden change, upheaval, chaos, and revelation is happening. And then we have this card, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This can mean a lot of things. It can be codependency, can be talk about somebody who's not single yet, or whatever. Can also mean somebody whose money's not great, like living beyond your means. Codependence, sometimes it can talk about, well, I was going to say workaholic, but no, that's not the workaholic card for me. So, let's see what else wants to come out. Ooh, so somebody's, and I did ask in love, this wasn't general, this is collective, but it specified love. So, all right, let's see what else wants to come out here. You're thinking about ordering takeout. I made myself a big pot of homemade chicken vegetable soup this week with a loaf of homemade gluten-free sourdough bread. And oh my, is it good. I'm having to lay off the bread. I mean, it's like I eat that bread and I might as well be putting glue on it, putting it right here on my stomach, so I have to watch it. I could eat the whole loaf in one sitting, but it's been good. So that's what I had for dinner tonight. And I froze a bunch of it, so I have it, for another night. All right, come on, Tara. Tell me, please. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Now, I see we've got, at this particular moment, 17 people in here and only 6 likes. That is not right, y'all. Come on now, be nice and hit the like button. It's just a way of saying thank you for me being here on a random Tuesday night doing these readings for you guys. Helps my channel grow, helps me feel appreciated, so thank you very much. Hola, Drews, I can't even say that, 35, good evening. Somebody is making plans. Yep, making plans. Now this can actually talk about, this is the card we call waiting for your ships to come in. Sometimes it means things that are foreign, overseas. I don't know if this person that you're hoping to hear from is foreign or overseas, or maybe they live overseas. I don't know, but for me as a reader, it means divine timing and making plans. I like the way this new deck shuffles, but it takes its time, so. And then one comes out. Uh-oh, so now we're going from the Three of Wands to the Two of Wands in reverse. Goodness, okay. This talks about fear of the unknown. So again, I don't know if this is you, collective, or the person that you're dealing with. Fear of the unknown, but to me, sometimes it can talk about lack of planning. But for me, it's more somebody's making a decision. Somebody's wanting to make a decision, or somebody's having difficulty making a decision. That feels like more the energy of this card, if I'm just feeling it. There she is. Hey, Giselle. You did make it, yes. I think almost everybody's here except Desi. I hadn't seen her tonight yet. And I know Mish, I didn't really expect her because, she's working full-time now. So she'll probably only be here for a little bit or on the weekends. Giselle, would you send me an email at my email address, Scorpio1111reads@gmail.com? I want to add you to the list of moderators so we can just have a good email list. And so, you know, I'm not going to spam you, don't worry about it. But Misha's putting together a little guideline and just to help new moderators, and it's just nice if we have all that. It looks like either you're communicating collective, reaching out, or they are, but I've got my number one card of communication here is the Eight of Wands. This also means forward movement. In other words, maybe things have been stuck, although I don't really have that card, but when you hit the Tower, this is saying, oh yeah, things are moving all right. They're blown up, and now the dust is settling, and I don't know what this is. Oh, the email, it's in the description box, sweetheart. Okay. I did see that. In fact, I commented, you might have been watching the movie. I commented earlier in this video about that. Yes, I haven't had a chance to respond yet, but I did see it, and that was so cool. You know, I've got this deck, which is a lovely deck. It's also a beginner deck that I've had a minute. But I don't agree with all the meanings. I think that this one, because, you know, this is the one, like I said in my short, this is the one I bought for Mish. And then when I started looking through it, I thought, you know, I like this. I agree with more of these meanings. And then you saw the short where I talked about that. So Giselle, you've been working a lot. Is that what you're saying? I know I haven't missed you. I've missed you. You haven't been here a lot. And people, we have lives. I know y'all have lives. You want I know you want your reading. I saw your post. You're saying, I need a reading. What's going on, Giselle? All right. Oh, all right. You want to buy a car this month. Awesome. No, I am not AI. I am a real person. All right, collective. So this is something for many of you that you've given up on. You've lost hope in. Maybe you've lost hope that this person who might be, now there's no gender in tarot, but it's the only person yet I have showing up here. You've given up hope on this person coming in and being willing to give to you, to love you, to be emotionally balanced. And that you could be happy with this person. Again, reverse this if need be. Interesting. Some of you are getting a reconciliation. Oh my goodness, because the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck says, yes, that's the truth. Because I don't want this cycle to end with you. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. What else for my collective? This is just SMH. Well, Drews, that's fine. I don't blame you for winging it. I appreciate you watching. Thank you. The plot thickens. I know it. And Now, are you upright or in the reverse? Somebody here is trying to manifest. Y'all, you got to go back, look at that full moon. I haven't posted it yet. I just got it recorded. I haven't uploaded it yet, but it was, yeah. Well, that and the Lionsgate reading, it'll become, both will be posted tomorrow. Holy cow. I did ask. Wow. What kind of... Interesting. Do you know what I've noticed in all of the readings? Well, it's kind of been a theme this week. Because, Dia, I know you've been here. You've been watching, too. And Jay's with his mama. But one of the shifts I've seen this last week, as we've talked about, or I talked about earlier, I've noticed a shift in the energy of the readings for about the last week. One of the shifts I've noticed is I'm not seeing the third party stuff in these readings. I'm not seeing like 2 queens or 2 kings or, you know, the typical third party cards here, which is kind of blowing my mind. So I don't know what's going on out there, and I say that because this is so positive, and at the bottom of the deck, I have the divine couple, the King and Queen of Wands here. With their errant teenager son, the Knight of Wands. I know, right? This is something you gave up hope on. And here I have a King of Wands who's focused on happiness. Again, there's no gender. This could be you, this could be them. Who wants to come in and manifest some good luck, let's call it that. Good luck, good fortune here. Good karma. I mean, this is the universe giving this to you, but it's fated, let's put it that way, because they want their happiness. You want this happiness, right? You want, I mean, it brings, it's all happy. It's all happy. It brings happiness, sunshine, roses, unicorns, and rainbows. I don't know. It's just too much unicorn and rainbow stuff down here. I'm not used to that. Be strong, they're saying. Be strong, be confident, be courageous. This talks about inner strength. Now, this may be saying this person, it's requiring this person to have, maybe they've summoned up their inner strength to come in. It talks about courage and confidence. And interestingly enough, now I have the Chariot in reverse, which, hey Blue, how you doing tonight? Blue Dot, that's what I always call you. How are you doing tonight? They're holding back. This is the fastest moving energy in the tarot deck for me as a reader. In reverse, it's saying, but the horses are still in the barn. And yet I've got this, so you might hear from them, but they're still holding back. Now, there are other meanings to this. This can talk about their mixed feelings about a direction. I'm trying to figure out how to say that. That's not on the card, but that's me. Mixed feelings about all of this. Maybe they're afraid of how you're going to react. I don't know how this will be received. That's another concern. Yeah, because one of the definitions on this deck it's saying is opposition. They're concerned about the opposition they might get if they come forward with this. Well, knowing all the backstories that I know, they should be. Hey, Vanessa, how you doing? They should be concerned, shouldn't they? Wow. Collected, this is like a total 180 from the readings we've been getting prior to about this past week. Goodness me. Now, I have to warn y'all, Mercury's retrograde. So if this person comes back, don't make any major decisions because, or if you meet somebody new and you get into a hot new relationship with somebody during Mercury retrograde, pace yourself. Go slow and steady until after Mercury goes direct. And then if that person is still, coming correct and showing up correctly and everything is good, then you can give into it a little bit more. But typically relationships that start under a Mercury retrograde don't always last. And that's true with reconciliations too. So that's why I'm saying that. So be mindful. Don't be jumping headfirst into something, I would say, until Mercury goes direct, which will be the 11th is when it goes direct. Still a shadow period for, another week, but for me, the energy starts shifting when it goes direct. Hey, Derek, good evening. Welcome. And Liza, how are you tonight? And because so many of you are here, I did make a post. I don't know if you saw it today or not. I posted my schedule for the rest of the week. I know y'all been wanting me to do that. And I will be doing a members-only live chat on Thursday evening. Not tomorrow night, but Thursday evening. So get your, Q&A. Get some questions ready, and I'll do mini reads if y'all want them that night. We'll do some of that, but whatever you want to talk about, we can talk about. I think it's 6 o'clock, I think is what I posted for that, Central Time on Thursday evenings. Anything else you want to tell my collective here that's potentially happening right now in this red hot minute? I'm going to take that because that's the... And again, this card came out in the reading. I go back and watch that reading when I get it posted, or go forward and watch it when I get it posted. The Empress card. Something is changing here for whoever this reading is for. You're about to, this might be a case of you're glowing, you're experiencing glow up, and your person is feeling that or sensing that, and they're seeing now who you really are, and you're realizing your self-worth and your value. You're realizing that you are an Empress. Yeah. And this just feels like glow-up energy to me tonight. And I don't usually say that about it, but glow-up energy is what it's feeling like. So, this is abundance, fertility, expansion, nurturing, creativity, growth, evolution, and action. So, for some of you this week, you're having a glow-up, and this person is noticing. Do I need to say anything more? And for some of you, this is somebody that you might have had a sneaky moment with. Can I say it like that? There might have been some deception here, which they're feeling bad about now. They're regretting it. Oh, yeah. They know that it disappointed you, and they may be trying to come in here and boss up. I don't know. But I think if they did, it's somebody who didn't put the work in before. Yeah, and they may have ghosted you too. Does it definitely resonate? It does for me too, and I mean, I'm trying for it not to, because I'm like me. I want to run away. I don't know what I'd do. I just don't know what I'd do. So anyway. There it is. Well, I can't wait to hear. I can't wait to hear who this is happening for. Probably Eliza. Eliza's always glowing up, and we all live vicariously through Eliza's love life. Oh. Literally glowing right now. Well, preach it, sister. Amen. Me too. I've been feeling really good. I mean, a little tired when I have to stay up late, but that's my own darn fault. But I am too. I am too. Well, it's true, Liza. I told you before, we live vicariously through you. So we need Liza tales to keep us going in here. Oh, yeah, Liza tales. All right. That's the collective reading. All right. Anybody want a mini read tonight? I thought Giselle said she wanted one. I don't know if that's happened yet or not. I didn't check. I didn't open my PayPal link. I should do that. I really should do that. Let me go over here and open it while I'm thinking about it. 1 second. I hope we don't get cut off again tonight, y'all. That was ugly the other night. YouTube cut me off twice. It took me 3 times I had to go live back to back to back to get done. That was that Sunday night? That is classic Mercury retrograde. Okay. All right, good, good, good. Got that opened up. Well, that will make you glow. That's right. Self-love totally will make you grow, Liza. Derek, the link is pinned in the top of the chat up there if you want a reading. And if anybody has a question, just a general question about, you know, esoteric, metaphysical things, we like to talk about that in here too, so you can post that. But you think it resonates, Jay? Well, like I said, I'll be posting those other readings tomorrow. I think it will. I think 1 or 2 of those will resonate for sure. That's possible, Drew, sometimes, but I always have a lot of coughing, sadly. You can't copy the link. You want me to post it again? You met someone. Oh, I'm excited, Giselle. I'm excited. Susie, I'm not doing any free readings tonight, but you're welcome to purchase one. Let me see if I can post that link again. I'll need to copy it. Let me see. Hang on 1 second. Let me copy it again for you lovelies. For the first time, I feel this. Oh, nice. Oh, Adia, I love you, sweetheart. You're so generous. Okay, there's the link in case you need it, Giselle. Or you can do Super Chat like Adia. They're $15 through PayPal, $15 through PayPal, or $20 through Super Chat. Yeah. And just let me know if you do the Super Chat, if you do purchase the reading through PayPal, just write it in the comments over here. Just say, pay through PayPal for a reading, whatever. I know. I was thinking about you today, actually, because you had posted that. Tomorrow is my granddaughter's birthday. We love our Leos, I'm telling you. And then 2 weeks is my older son's birthday. Yeah, Drews, I know what you're saying there, and that can happen. Absolutely, yeah. So certain factors don't want the messages to come out. That can happen. Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm going to see if I can tune in a little bit here for Adia. So y'all, I'm going to get quiet for a second. Talk amongst yourselves, please. Wow, I didn't expect that, Adia. Right, I mean, immediately she said, you should be giving those flowers to yourself, girl. Okay, okay, ma'am. We just calm down, calm down. It would be helpful to have her first name. You don't have to give me her whole name, but I think she's already showing up, so. Ooh. Okay, Roma, thank you so much for letting me know that. Sharita, okay, Sharita. She's saying she did love you like a daughter. I think you already knew that, though. That's not a news flash. Hang on. You did something special with the flowers she's acknowledging. I don't know if it was something I suspect you called the florist and sent them, so you didn't actually write that. Well, you said there wasn't a card. There's something, I don't know, like something specific about the flowers. Did you like send what you know was her favorite flower, or was there some hidden subliminal or secret between you and her message about the kind of flowers, or something in the flower arrangement that you sent Adia? She's just giving me something about that. Thank you, Jay. I got it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. X's and O's to you. You did write a message. Oh, I did write a message, and her favorite color flower. Yeah, because she's showing me a card, but I know you said you didn't, whatever, but she's showing me like a card, whatever you wrote on it. So she's acknowledging that because yeah, how special that was. She's really, she's a hoot. I can see how you and she would have been friends. She's like really not happy with Anthony. She's saying something like, that son of mine. She's frustrated. Let me just say it that way. Frustrated. Oh, now let me see if I can get anything specific. This is all fun and games, but let's see. Oh, it was a personalized message, and I paid extra for her favorite color flowers. All right. Thank you for that confirmation. Thank you. Well, she's acknowledging that because she sees it. Yep. And she's saying thank you. Well, apparently she loves you too. She was quick to show up. I'm just seeing what else she wants to say here. Okay, this is weird. She's talking about the other woman in Anthony's life. I'm sorry to tell you that, but I don't know why this is relative, but hang on. Okay, dear, you know I'm just delivering the mail here. Don't shoot me. She's talking about that girl over there who shall remain nameless, like the men. That girl over there. Well, that girl over there. She's saying she didn't really think it was a good match. But that girl over there, she said, turned out to be better than she thought she was going to be. However, the issue is that apparently Anthony doesn't appreciate her any more than he appreciated you. So that, it's like, it doesn't matter what good thing he has, he apparently isn't capable of appreciating it. And so she's alluding to the fact that girl over there is getting a little tired of his shenanigans too. Just saying. Or has gotten, in past tense, yeah. She's saying that she's wised up or is wising up. Now they have a child together, don't they? Has the worst case. Yeah, well, that could be. Didn't you tell me they have a child together? I think you did. Because I'm seeing a little, she's showing me a little girl. He has no kids. Did she have a kid? Or do you have a child? He has a little sister. Okay. Okay. Okay, thank you. Yeah, she's just talking about the little girl. I just assumed that was theirs. All right, what do you want to say about that? Okay, she's saying, Adia, she's concerned for her, that not yet, but there's a time coming for her. You owe his baby sister sushi. Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't get the sense that she's a child, but at the same time, I don't think she's grown up either. I don't know how old she is, but his mama's talking about she's going to be going through something and she's going to need you. It's just kind of a heads up. So she's wanting you to kind of be more available for her and be a role model for her. Because the implication I'm getting is whatever I think she's starting to get into making some bad choices. She's about 9 or 10. Yeah, that's about what I was feeling. And so when she gets to this point, I think it's not until she's a little bit older, like a teenager, she's going to be faced with making some choices that her grandma is saying she might not make the best choices because that gene does run in the family, she says. And so this is just a heads up that you being in her life might be the catalyst that stops her from making some of those bad choices. So, because she's saying she would listen to you, or she won't listen to other people. And also because you've been through a lot of things. I keep hearing 13, but so it's a ways off, but that's why you've always been drawn to her. Yeah, I really feel that there's a closeness there, a soul tie with you and she. See if there's anything else. Okay, this is I'm just quoting what she said here. She's referring to the sister. She's saying to keep. Hold the line tight is what she said. Now, I don't think that means, you know, keep her under your thumb. That's not the feeling I get for it. Just help her be clear that what the lines are, you know, for start, is what the feeling I'm getting, what she means. Help her know. Oh, I thought maybe I didn't have my mic on. I couldn't see. It was the same color as my shirt. Help this young woman, when she gets older, know where those lines are. And you know, a lot of those lines, you don't even see them. You cross them, before you know, you've crossed over that line, and then you're in trouble. And there's something about that, helping her to see the lines. That's exactly what she's asking for you to do. Yes, try to be more present. Even if it's just a, hey, was thinking about you, just to let her know that you are there in her life, and somebody that, you know, she could pick up the phone and call if she needed to. Hey, Claire V, Tarot Queen, how are you tonight, love? All right, let me see if she has any other messages for you. Okay, well, she's talking about a dog. Is this the sister's dog? Something about a dog. Who has the dog or had the dog? Aww. Auntie took you to see her a week ago. I was so happy to see her. Well, she's probably not quite aged to have a phone yet, but when you can, you know, when she gets a phone and you can call her directly, just, Anthony has dogs? Okay. You know, just check in with her every now and then. So just reminding you, I'm here if you need anything, or take her out to, I don't know, something, lunch or something once in a while. Let her know. You were talking about his dogs a week ago. Okay. Yeah, she's just letting you know she's seeing everything that's going on here. That's basically what she's doing by telling you these things. Yeah, one of the dogs has had trouble or about to be sick, but I think has already been sick. Is that right? If not, getting ready to be. Is one of them having trouble, like doesn't want to go outside? You might not know this. I don't know. I'm just going down a rabbit hole here, but it feels like one of the dogs has suddenly gotten shy about going outside. He didn't mention anything about the dog being sick. Okay, well, this might be coming. I don't know why you want me to talk about this, because she can't do anything about it. I mean, I appreciate you giving me the information, but really, she's not going to go over there and rescue Anthony's dog. So let's get real about this, Mama. I'm talking to your mama. Her, you know who I'm talking about. Anthony's mother. She says, okay, well, if you talk to Anthony again, tell Anthony to be particularly observant of his dogs. One of them, they're scared. I don't know if this has happened yet or it's going to be happening. He's scared to go outside, or is resistant to go outside. It's because when he or she goes outside, something happens. I think, again, if this hasn't happened, it might happen. It's like it got or is about to be bitten by something, and y'all might not see this happen, or they might not see this happen. Yeah, just tell him to watch the dogs when they go outside. I mean, this could be anything from a hornet to a snake. I don't know what it is, but there's something. Oh, thank you, crazy guy. I got these from an artist. They're handmade. I got them at an art show. Thank you. Now this is an and or, and I was trying to dial this in more for you. Could also be that the dog is seeing something that humans cannot see. So just acknowledge it, honor it, know that the dogs can see things that humans can't see. So I don't know if you want to tell him all that, but anyway, that's a whatever. Okay, anything else? Going back to the sister. Does she like to write, or do you know that she likes to write? She's talking about if she doesn't, she will, and to encourage that. Could be anything from, writing 8-year-olds kind of stories to later on maybe journaling, or maybe she's just encouraging her to write. I don't know if that's because it's a cathartic process or because maybe she'll be a good writer. I don't know. She does like to write. Okay, good. So she wants you to encourage that. Her older sister does as well. Okay, good. Well, these are just things that she's bringing through, so that I'm the real deal and she's the real deal and all this, so it's all good, and she sees what's going on. Do you have anything specifically for Adia, please? She's giving me something. I'm just trying to understand it more clearly, so give me a second. Okay. She says, okay, good. I may have to go in there and clear that out of my throat here in a minute. Away from the mic. She's saying, and this is a quote, she's saying, thank you, Giselle, appreciate you. And I think I know what this is about, but I don't want to assume. But Adia, she says, around 6 months, in 6 months, around 6 months, when you fall, and she's talking about you, when you fall, know that you can get yourself back up. Okay. Now, I don't want that to be a self-fulfilling prophecy, and maybe because we're talking about it, maybe you'll be forewarned and it won't happen. I'd love that. I'd love that. Anything else? Oh, this is in depth. She's saying, because I've seen you do it for yourself. I've seen you do it. I've seen you do it for other people, and I know you can do it for yourself. I've seen you do it. Seen you do it. I've seen you do it for yourself, and I've seen you do it for other people, and I know you can do it. Well, I can only speculate. She didn't specify what fall. She didn't specify. I could speculate, but I'd rather not. It may have to do with some kind of a substance, but that's just speculation on my part. Anything else? She was saying, you remind me of me, and then she said, no, that's not it. She's saying, you are more what I would have liked to have been had I had the freedom to do exactly what I wanted to do in my life. That's sweet, isn't it? Well, maybe that is the reason she said it. So you would, have the heads up, and it won't happen now. Yeah. It's that, yeah, she said, you remind me of me. And then she said, not really. She said, it's that you more remind me of what how I wanted to be in my life, but for whatever reason couldn't, or, maybe, we all dream of living life in a certain way, but then reality is what it is. Yeah, that is super honorable. Yes, it is. I mean, she's not saying she regrets what she did, and she's not saying she's sorry that she lived the way she did. That's not the vibe I'm getting at all. Just more about acknowledging you and what a strong woman you are, and doing what you want to do and making your way in the world, that kind of thing. Yeah, I think that's what she intended for you, to be flattered and to know that you have a special place in her heart, and just like she knows that she has a special place in your heart. And she's saying she wished she had, I don't know if she never said that to you, but she wishes she had. If she did say it, she wishes she'd said it more. Well, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say it was run from her son. I didn't say that. Well, there is that. I know, Valentine's Day. Yeah. No, I really don't know. She didn't tell me what it was. It literally, if I had to guess, like I said, it may be a substance fall or something, but she didn't specify. She was kind of purposefully obfuscating. Ooh, that's a mouthful. When you fall. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Don't second guess yourself. She's talking about your YouTube stuff, because she's showing me the video and like your altar thing. She's saying, don't second guess yourself. You just keep being your beautiful self. 6 months. She said, when? I don't know. Maybe you're going to fall down and break your ankle. God help us. I hope not. Don't make it more than it is. And again, there is every reason to believe that she's saying that so you can be positive and you can manifest no fall. You have free will. Just because she said that doesn't negate your free will here, friend. I'm just saying. Yes, keep working on your project. She's liking that. She's saying you're going to make a lot of people happy. You're going to make a lot of people smile and happy. Jay, I'm with you. That's beautiful. Calling it autumn instead of fall. Yep, spooky time is fun. Do you like take baths, you know, like soaking baths or bubble baths or something? And have you done that recently and like been sitting there thinking about her? I know that's a weird, excuse me, I'm not meaning to pry into your bathroom habits, but she's acknowledging you thinking about her. And when she said that, that scene pops in my head. So that's how they give me information. But maybe you were just thinking about her because it was her birthday and you were sitting in the tub. I don't know, but it's very specific, of course. Oh, really, Jay? That's interesting. Okay. Well, that's about, no, I was going to say that's about eclipse time, but no, it's sooner than that. So that's not right. 6 months is, ooh, you know, a new year. So, Dee, I don't know if that relates, if that's happened to you recently or not, but she's pulling her energy back now. I think that's all. Just checking. Anything else? Wait, you see. Oh, God. Okay. I was a little off, but not far, right? You're saying your toe won't. Oh, that's funny. My tub won't allow me to do it, and so I was thinking about asking Anthony to use the tub at her house. Oh, geez. Okay. Well, that, I guess that's a foretelling then. You'll be sitting, taking a bubble bath or whatever bath in her tub in her house, thinking about her. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Ah, I love my team. You do love. I could see that. I actually could see that. I actually could see that. I can see you with the bubbles, both kind of bubbles, bubbles and bubbles and bubbles. Okay. Anything else, Mama? That was a message for me. Thank you. It was a pleasure. Thank you. Okay, wait. She's got somebody over there. There's a man over there. I don't think she's related to him. Somebody that you're related to. Like maybe your grandfather or somebody, because it's how they show it to me. Like I've got so-and-so here, but she's not acknowledged them as a biological family member to her. So I don't know who that would be to you. It's a man. No, let's hope you don't. No, we don't say that, right? I know that. Your team is. You know, she's like, you've lost someone that's crossed over on your side of the family, a male figure, and she's just saying, I've got so-and-so here, and she's not giving me more than that, or he's not really stepping forward, I don't think. Actually, he's saying something about a new car. Did you tell me earlier you're getting a new car? Did you say that and I missed it? You did say that, didn't you? Oh, Laura, I just saw your comment about the sunflowers. Thank you. That's one of my paintings back there. One of several I did with sunflowers. You want a new car. Okay. The man is saying something about, I like your new car. It's not the, what is it? what you get is not what you're going to start out to. You're going to start out thinking you want one thing and you're going to end up getting something else, but it's going to suit you better. You're going to like it better. In the end, you're going to like it better. And it might not be as expensive as the one you start out thinking you want. And he's saying it's not her favorite color, but it's my favorite color. Now, they're not telling me what that is. I want to say blue, but I don't know that. It might come to you through a friend or someone friend-like or someone you know versus like a car dealership. I mean, it could be even like Facebook. I don't know, but it's like that as opposed to a car dealership. Your favorite color is blue. Okay, I didn't know that. It's just, they're saying it's just going to kind of pop up. So just be on the lookout. It's one of the, yeah, again, it's not like it's, I don't think it's like sitting at a dealership somewhere. I think it's something, somebody owns one and then they're getting, for whatever reason, they're changing. Okay, your mom just got a blue Kia Soul. Cool. Maybe that's it. I don't know. But I think he was talking about you. Okay, anything else? Okay, very weird, but there's a theme with my team. Say that fast 3 times. A theme with my team. Recently, in mediumship readings about shoes. Well, yours isn't about shoes, it's about socks. There's something about socks. Let me see. Do you typically keep a pair of socks in the back of your car, like in your, because he said something fun, like in this car you'll have a place to put your socks, or some, like a little cubby in the, I have one in the back of mine, and when I go to the grocery store, and it's kind of a perfect little shape to put like a bottle of wine so it doesn't roll around the back, something, I don't know, something weird like that. Yeah, I don't think it's a brand new car. I think it's new to you, but not a brand new car. Okay. I never go barefoot because I hate my feet. Oh, bless your heart. Yeah, because he's making a joke about the car, and well, you'll have plenty of room, plenty of places, or a special place to put your socks. That's silly, I know, but I just deliver the messages. Okay, I think that's it. They're pulling their energy back now, but I hope that helps, sweetheart. I hope that you felt vibally connected. And she said, lastly, she says, thank you for the flowers. Thank you for honoring her. Yes, thank you for honoring her. Thank you. Okay, thank you. All right. Oh, well, all righty then. And you keep socks in your handbag. Oh, God. Oh, that's funny. We all have our things, don't we? It does help. I'm worried. You're welcome, Miss Sharita. Oh. Yeah, she seemed lovely. A little bit of a force to be reckoned with when she was determined about things. But she didn't rock the boat a whole lot unless she felt adamantly about something. But when she did, she was a force. Okay, all right. Thank you, Adia. That was a treat. I enjoyed doing that. You are very welcome, love. I enjoyed doing it. I'm glad I could bring her through for you. I love you too, sweetheart. Let me address this before I get into your reading, Roma. Drew's is saying that's how you get grounded and more in tune with the earth and everything. Every Scorpio said new beginning. I think you mean meditators don't go into the woods. High volume energies. Take those shoes off and socks. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're talking to Adia. That is a way to get grounded. That is true. However, Drews, I've been teaching meditation classes for almost 35 years. And I do not, for just the reason you said, recommend new meditators go and meditate in the woods, because just what you said, there are a lot of nature energies that can be very distracting or worse. And when you meditate, you are opening yourself up. You're exposing yourself in a way that it's just not best to do that. And it's confusing and distracting. Meditation is about going within. It's not about connecting with what's outside of you. It's about connecting with what's inside of you. And when you have a lot of distractions and other kind of earth energies, it can be very confusing and distracting for a new meditator. So, and I'm going to get this frog up out of my throat. If it kills me. I didn't mean that out really, literally, but I love that. Yes. And like Gadia said, she started meditating at a young age in a quiet room, and that's how I recommend it. And I know, especially here in the West, there's a lot of different variations of meditation. And I'm not saying any of them are bad. They're all wonderful. They have their purpose. But I call the more Western light versions of meditation, the guided meditations where somebody's talking to you, the ones where you're saying affirmations, the ones where you have music playing, or even singing bowls, or looking at a candle. All of those have a place, but they're not the same as sitting in stillness and quiet with yourself, because noises and smells and sounds that you're hearing keep you outside. They keep you connected with the physical world. They keep you distracted from going deeply within yourself and being with only yourself. That's just a little tidbit for those who are watching. You're very welcome. Okay. Roma is next. Let me see if I can find your question. Oh, you paid on PayPal, didn't you, Roma? Just going to see if you posted your question over here, or I don't see it. I mean, I see your payment. I just don't see a question. So, if you will post that for me, please. Here you are. Okay, how can I improve my relationship with Praveen? Well, I know we talked about this. We talked about law of attraction. Remember that? About telling the story, how you want it to be, not what's happening now. So really, what do you want? The question is, what do you want, Roma? Really, how do you want it to look? The best way, if you want, yeah, and remember, I don't remember all the readings I do here. I do too many. And I'm happy to do them. It's just that people kind of expect me to remember each and every one, and I just can't. I'm sad. Sadly, I can't. My brain won't hold that much. But I do remember a little bit about yours, and I know we talked about that, right, him being an avoidant, and we talked about that a bit. Yeah, he was a super avoidant. Yeah, I kind of remember him being an avoidant, yeah. Yeah, I've had experience with that too. It's no fun, is it, Roma? No fun. Let's see what tarot has to say for you. Let's use this new deck tonight. And go over, please, 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 to my channel. I posted a short today talking about this. It's the first time I'm using this today. And just, you know, support my channel. Go look at my little short. It's called Old Dogs Can Learn New Tricks. Let's see. Well, no, I didn't get the question out, but okay, I'm making note, but I'm going to put these back because I didn't really get the question out, and I like to say it. I shouldn't have started shuffling. That's my bad. So let me put them down, hands off. So we want to ask, really, how can Roma improve the relationship with Praveen? Now we can shuffle. Okay. Now we can shuffle. How can Roma improve the relationship with Praveen? Let's see what tarot has to say about this. Yeah, the Queen of Cups in reverse is one, it popped out, and I put them back. That was one of the cards that popped out. Sometimes she can talk about codependency when she's in the reverse. She can talk about codependency and a need for self-care. In other words, one second, let me see what Drew's message is. I feel people's energy is definitely not as strong as you, but every time I've been meditating in the woods, I was like an acid trip, but all in one. I found it beautiful. I go head first. Yes. Well, you've experienced exactly what I'm talking about. There are energies in nature, and most people don't know that. And if they know you can sense energies, they'll play with you sometimes. Not always. And some of them will anyway, but it's like they're tapping on your shoulder. Hey, I can tell this person can feel energies. Let's go see what happens. And they'll tap you on the shoulder, and they'll mess you. They'll just be up in your energy. That's right. And you're making the point for me. Thank you. It is distracting. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. The gravity of your message just hit. What part of it, Adia? You're welcome. You're very welcome. Yeah, I mean, takes me a while to get it out. You know, I'm no John Edward, or what's the other one that I love? Matthew. What's his name? He's so cute. Anyway, I'm not that fast, but I get there. So you may want to replay it, you know, and get the goods again, because that's slow sometimes for me to get it out. Yeah, ain't no running, baby sister of the dogs, fall. And not autumn, fall. Yeah, Drews, that is more how I do it. I've had a really good teacher. I've had a very good teacher who I was very fortunate to meet 35 years ago, and I've had, you know, good training about that. Yes, the implications regarding the fall. Hey, Tatiana, good evening. How are you tonight? Maybe. I mean, Adia, I don't know. I literally don't know. Yeah, I think you would know, and if that's your sense, then you go with it. You honor what your intuition's telling you, hon. And you having to pull both of you up. Yeah, it could be. It was interesting how she said it. The fall. Okay, Roma, thank you. Thank you for saying that. Self-care, she says, is something that needs work. Yes. And also insecurity, that goes hand in hand with codependency sometimes. I think you're doubting yourself. And now I don't know if that's who you innately are. And so you have an abandonment wound, and that's why that person keeps leaving. I think there's an element of that here too. And you also, because of that, you have a good bit of insecurity. They go hand in hand, really, they do. And there was a third party, yeah, which would explain this conflict. So, you're asking, the question was how to get, you didn't say closer, but I've forgotten exactly how you worded it now. Wasn't how to get closer. Let me see. How can I improve my relationship with Praveen? So this, let me see what's at the bottom here. And then what's there? Yes, yes. Okay, okay. Dear. Well, at least I'm getting a car. Same as it seems like you are. It seems like you just might be. So, in regards to the relationship, Roma, I've got the Two of Pentacles, and that talks about balancing things. Sometimes it means overwhelmed, juggling things, right? But it can also be trying to manage your time better, trying to manage your energy better, which I think in your case, it's managing your emotions and your energy. It's like, going back to that, I'm just feeling a lot insecurity and codependency. So basically what it's saying is, I think you're putting out the energy of being needy, and he doesn't like that. And I'm not trying to be ugly, please. I'm not being accusatory or ugly or judgmental. I'm just telling you what I'm feeling here. And then that causes the strife between you two in the arguments. That pushes him away. That's that avoidant. The more you need him, the more he feels like he has to run away. That's the classic avoidant behavior. The best way is to ignore one of those. I mean, you can look up and do your own homework about avoidant behavior. Plenty of videos here on YouTube. Oh, goodness. Tatiana, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, and it's so hard and horrible, and I'll add that too, when there's a third party, Roma, because it just kicks us in the gut in terms of our self-confidence, and you know, we can't help being jealous, and all of those emotions are genuine and deserved, but everything is energy, and that is still in your energy, and this person feels it. So it can translate into jealousy, and, you know, it's just all the things that he's trying to run away from. You haven't seen him in months. He never showed up. Oh, yeah. Well, you asked me how could you improve it. So all of these came out to tell you these are the issues that you need to consider working on. So in other words, what is the opposite of each one of these? That's how I teach law of attraction. So, for example, balancing your energy. Balancing your energy means not focusing entirely on him. Same thing really with the Queen of Cups in reverse. Not being, y'all, I apologize. I know the glare is awful on these glasses, but I need them to read the chat. So, one second here. Drews, okay, well, thank you for being here, Drews, and thanks for your subscription. I appreciate you. Yeah, we talk more about those kinds of subjects and kind of the woo-woo stuff and the, the not mainstream stuff over with my memberships. And I have in the higher tier memberships, we talk more about those kind of things. And so I don't know if that interests you, if that's kind of what you'd like to learn more about or maybe share more about, that's available for you also. But thank you so much for chiming in tonight. Now, Roma, the question I asked was, that you asked, how can you improve the relationship? So that's what these cards are talking about. It's not talking about the third party. It's not talking about what happened. It's none of that. We have to always... Well, we don't. I do. Keep the cards in the context of the question that was asked. If you change the question, the cards will change. So the answer is to be independent, to focus on you, because you need to turn this queen in the upright. And in the upright, she's compassionate. She's calm, she's nurturing, she's content in herself. She's all about self-love, and not that to the exclusion of other people, not in a selfish way, but knowing how important it is to love herself first. She fills this cup with her own cup of self-love before she gives it to anyone else. She does not deplete herself. She does not depend on anything or anyone outside of her to fill this cup. She knows how important it is to fill that cup, to be happy and feel and love yourself first. She's about nurturing and healing. And she's emotionally stable. She is intuitive also and very caring. So if you're following the advice of the cards, it talks about balancing yourself so that you can turn this queen in the upright and be the qualities of this queen in the upright. And that will put an end to this, because if you turn this around, this is agreeing to disagree. Well, okay. You don't want me, that's fine. Or, that's fine, you don't see my worth, I see my worth. We can agree to disagree on that. You're an idiot because you don't see my worth, right? You're just an idiot, what can I say? But I see my worth, and I don't feel any less valuable because you don't see my worth. I do. And it's just kind of building back in that confidence. I think this has taken your confidence away, darling. I really do. I think it's not... as we say, taking the wind out of your sails, or knock the wind out of you. Because I know you cared about this person, but it's really, you're saying it makes sense. Yeah, it's really, it's all about energy. And you're not currently, again, this is not a judgment, it's just an observation. The cards are saying you're not in the energy you need to be in yet. You're still here in this Queen of Swords energy. Excuse me, Queen of Cups in the reverse, my bad. where you're feeling the insecurity, the lack of feeling, you're not feeling loved. And so that's the answer to your question. You need to turn the energy of this queen in the upright and start loving yourself, which in turn will fix this. It will, you'll be able to find more balance in your life. That will, like I said, we can just agree to disagree here. Now, another added message to that at the bottom of the deck here, talking about confidence, is this is the energy that's at the bottom of the deck. This is the Queen of Wands. She is very, very confident. She's gorgeous and she knows it. She looks in that mirror and has no hesitation about calling herself beautiful and telling herself she loves herself. And she's focused and has a determination and a zest for life unmatched. So Spirit is saying, work on this. Work on having more of that kind of energy about you. Find something that you feel is a bit of an adventure in your life. Go take an adventure. Create an adventure. Be more fearless and impulsive and do something fun. Some kind of a new something. Take a new adventure. Find something to get inspired about. Have more of a free spirit, and explore more. Because I think you've been playing it too safe. Yep, I think you've been playing it too safe. Oops, why did my keyboard come up? Well, honey, you need to... There's a saying, Roma, in the spiritual circles, work is longer than life. There's another saying, before enlightenment, you chop wood and carry water. After enlightenment, you chop wood and carry water. You never get to stop working. I'm sorry, but maybe you mean specifically on this relationship. But the way we grow, the way we evolve as human beings, as spiritual beings, is through the challenges that we have in life, the people that we encounter, the situations that we endure and overcome. So I wish I could say it's downhill from here, but life is life, life is life. Yeah, I thought that's what you meant, this relationship. Well, I think you can do it. If you decide to put it down and walk away, generally walk away, I think you can. I think, to be honest, Roma, you're very close. You're very close. I feel, it's not, I don't feel like this, I'm going to put this down. I don't feel like that energy with you at all. I feel like you're more like, it's kind of like you're reasoning with yourself. It really has been long enough, and I really need to you're being reasonable. You're having an internal dialogue about, it really is, I need to put this down. You're being just kind of making a logical turn, so to speak, in that direction, and I think that's wise. I do. You've done enough, yeah. You're confirming that, yes. Yeah, that's the energy I feel. I mean, you're basically a very peaceful, sweet person, and I think your energy was wasted on this person. I'll be honest with you. I think it was, and he didn't appreciate you, clearly. So I feel like this is, this is who you are in your true state once you put this behind you and let go of it. I think you're going to get back there sooner than you may believe you can. I think you're going to turn the corner. And that's kind of what came out in my reading for the collective. I'll be posting that tomorrow. I'll be posting a full moon reading as well as a collective reading for the Lionsgate portal at the end of this week. And that's sort of the energies that are coming out now, is people are saying, I'm over it. I want something new now. So, yeah, there we go. Tatiana's right. Work on you instead. Yes, you deserve it. Amen, you do. And I want to tell you, this is one of the most beautiful energies there is, especially of all the queens. And she's typically a Scorpio, so I'm prejudiced and I'm saying that, but I'm not saying you're a Scorpio. You know, she's just beautiful energy. She radiates love everywhere she goes. So I know that that's who you are, and this relationship has just kind of thrown you off the path of being your best self, right? So Roma, I hope that helps. I mean, I know that you can do this. It's just kind of like, okay, making up your mind. I've decided. Today's the day. Today's the day. Sort of like that's what I'm feeling. Today's the day. I was going to see if there's anything else Tara wanted to say. Anything else for Roma? Like, if she does that, what's likely to come in? Want to give me that or not? I know that's another question. Thank you, Tatiana. That's right. That's so true. Yes, it is. And we got a bunch of Scorpios in here, too. So, yeah, I don't need to apologize for that, then, do I? Yeah, it's just saying, yeah. You're not going to do this anymore. This is, can talk about self-deceit. So you're taking off the rose-colored glasses. Spirit is saying, yep, you're rethinking your approach. Yep, that's it. That's what's needed. You're rethinking your approach. I love it. Good, good, good. All right. I hope that helps, Roman. I'm sending you a big hug. I really am. Yeah, I know how bad that hurts. I've lived through it recently, and it's not easy. But I'm thanking him for the lessons, blessing him on his way, and thanking him for the lessons. Because I'm better for it. Yeah, indeed it was. Indeed it was, Tatiana, that's right. Big hugs for Roma, I know, yes. Big hugs for Roma. Yep, you're getting a new perspective, and I can't make this up, look. Getting a new perspective and starting something new, Roma. I love that. You've been stuck. Now it's time to get your little hobo bag, they used to call those, and get ready to start over, start something new, a fun new adventure, new beginnings. I love that. Yes. Perfect. All right. Thank you, Roma. I appreciate you. Appreciate you purchasing a reading tonight, and I'm sending you a big hug. All right, Giselle. Now let me go back up and pull Giselle. Ooh, it's way up there, isn't it? I only know how to use, oh no, that's okay, Giselle. That's fine, honey. I only know how to use this chat. Oh, but you didn't put a question in there. I thought you posted your question. What is your question, Giselle? Are you saying, is there a clear path to follow? Let me be sure I understand for a... Is there a clear... oh, yeah. You met a guy. But this time was different. Well, we kind of need different, don't we, right now? You felt different. Oh, well, that's a good sign, right? I think you mean different in a good way, right? So should you follow this instinct? All right, let's see what happens if you do. We're going to stick with this deck for Giselle. It seems to be the star of the show tonight. Yeah, no, yes, no. No, it wants me to get the, where is it? Where's my, Hang on, let me find it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Wasn't where it normally is. All right. Kiss too many frogs. Ribbit, ribbit, don't I know it? Okay, let's ask. What happens if Giselle follows her instinct to pursue this new gentleman? What is the potential? Potential. I'm just looking at flipped it, but I'm going to put it back. Okay, we're going to put that back. What is the potential with this new gentleman? And we want to know what the universe, I know, let's ask. What is the potential? Please and thank you. Confused, okay, yes. This is a deck that takes its time talking, but it's beautiful. I love the artwork. Well, I don't like that. Oh, no, we got a bachelor's degree, and I love it. In frogging, amen. I just had a flashback to my childhood. My brother and I, we lived on a lake. I've told y'all this before. We lived on a lake, and I mean, literally, you know, the water was 20, 30 feet from the back door. And one of the things we used to do is, well, as kids, and then as I got old, I did it with my brother until I got of a certain age, and we would go frog gigging at night. And I know that sounds cruel, and I probably wouldn't do it anymore, but at the time we did. We actually ate them. My mother cooked them up, and we had frog legs, and, you know, so we didn't do it for sport. We did it, but I had that flashback memory here. Yes, they were good memories. Much better memories than the frogs we've been kissing as adults, I can tell you. I think I'm starting to turn green over here, I'm just saying. You've got a whole master's in frogging, I know. Do you love deep fried? Oh, that's cool, deep fried frog legs. Yeah, you can probably get them down at a lot of the restaurants down there, like turtle soup and all that. Let me see now. What is this saying? I'm tempted to put all these back and start over. But instead, I'm going to ask what this card is. What is this card? Oh yeah, they're cards. I know you, oh, I forget you can't see them. There are cards. Even if I bring them up here, you can't really see them on the camera. It's the vertical just doesn't show them as well. I'll show them to you one by one. I want to clarify one of them first though. What is this, please? Please clarify this for me, please. I hope that's what it is, because I'm not liking it. I hope it's the backstory. Yeah, it could be. That could exactly be what it is. My team's getting a little bit better about that, not giving me this long backstory every time, but, you know, sometimes they still do, that's for sure. Synchronicity, sending you, yeah. All right. Give me one more, please, on this one. Please and thank you. I can't not take that. That's too. Ribbit, ribbit. Deborah, you too? Ribbit, ribbit. Oh, man. We some strong women, aren't we? We survived all that. Yeah, maybe this is the backstory. Maybe this is the backstory, Giselle. Let me show you what I've got here. Because I said, you know, this can be talking about confusion, right? I mean, lots of choices, but it's either somebody made a decision, making a decision, or confusion. But they don't want to, this is probably you. I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want this conflict anymore. I want to walk away from this. Now, I asked the question, so let's assume this is the backstory. If not, you have to apply it to the future, but because we have an awful betrayal here, this is the card I wanted to clarify. Ten of Swords, in this deck, I mean, just look at that artwork. Yeah. Betrayal and endings, and I asked what it was, and the cards that came out was the Knight of Pentacles and the Devil. Somebody who wouldn't move ahead, wouldn't move forward, stuck, and toxic energy. So if that sounds like your past, then we will move on. And this is someone who doesn't want to change, or didn't, if it's past, didn't want to change, didn't want to transform, and yet you knew your worth. You were in your Empress energy. You knew your worth. And somebody here just didn't learn the lesson. They didn't, you know. So that, you think that's past energy? I hope so. Let's keep going, because at the bottom of the deck, I've got an Ace of Pentacles in the upright. We like that. So let's keep going here. Let's ask. Yay, I know, yay. I mean, that's a very general story you could apply to most of us that have lived past the age of 24. Yeah, but this, not so much. This is pretty, you know, you can love people and break up and all that, but that is pretty specific right there. That's why, if that sounds like your story. Hey, Joseph is here. Hey, buddy, how you doing tonight? How was the road today, Joseph? Do you do long hauls or just local? Inquiry minds want to know. Please tell me now. We want to know about the new guy, future potential, please, for Giselle. New guy, potential, for Giselle, please. So, since I got a lot of you in here, reminder, there is a members-only chat for all members this Thursday night. So that it'll be Q&A, and if y'all want mini readings, we can do that, but get your questions ready. Thursday evening, I think it's 6 o'clock. That's what 6 o'clock. Yeah, okay. Looking out at my ships, waiting for my ships to come in, making plans. Oh, man. I'm going to get more before I speak. This is not looking good. I'm sorry, Giselle. Gee whiz, really? You might end up walking away. This person might withhold communication from you. Now, unless this is talking about you, self-sabotage can sometimes come with that card, but it's the Seven of Swords in reverse. It means somebody, that's done something deceptive, and then because it's in reverse, wants to make amends. Now, we ask about your person. They might not want to talk about it, or they might stop talking. They might cut off communication. This is potential future. You don't do long hauls. What? Joseph, you're kidding. In my hometown. You mean where I live now or where I was born? But hang on, let's keep going here. I'm from Albany, Georgia. I now live in Birmingham, Alabama, so I'm not sure which you're referring to. Oh, you say, I misread that. You do long hauls. Okay. What are you saying, Tarot? What is this? Hot, a mess. No. Birmingham. Birmingham. And where are you based, if I may ask? If you've told me that, I've forgotten. My apologies. Yes, Bama. Bama, Bama. There's something here. Arkansas. My ex-husband was from Arkansas. It's the only reason I've ever been there. I mean, nothing against Arkansas. I just hadn't been there. The coldest I ever was there in Arkansas. All right, I'm going to try this. What else do you want to tell me here? Because this is... not sure this is making a whole lot of sense yet. Okay, here's what we're doing. We are switching it up. This one, let's see. This one. Once again, I ask. I know, right? It either didn't want to talk or didn't want to tell me the news story. I got the wrong deck, whatever. I don't know, but I'm scrapping it. I'm just saying, no, we're starting. Okay, so now we're going to ask one more time for Giselle. Please show me the potential of the relationship with the new man that she's met. Exactly, Tatiana. It said, nah. That deck is, I love the artwork. It is the most incredible, because, I'm an artist and I really appreciate that. This artwork is just so darn beautiful. But it doesn't always want to talk. I will tell you, it's kind of tight-lipped sometimes. Thank you for whoever's tickling those little hearts. I appreciate that. I love that. Always makes me smile. Show me, please, the potential. Okay, well, we like that. Justice card, that's better. We'll take that. All right, we'll take these. You're putting down, okay, well, I'm still talking about you. Putting down the heavy burden of this person from the past. Now, unless this is talking about the new person, maybe he's putting down the burden of somebody from his past. But Page of Cups is here. That's nice. That talks about, a crush or somebody, it can be an apology, but there's nothing, I don't think, this stage of the game to say he needs to apologize for anything. Oh, do you type so? Gosh, you're taking me back. I remember, like it was yesterday, sitting in, back then we had actual typewriters in the classroom. I'm that old. Those hard, key things, and I don't know how people typed so fast on those. All right, tell me please the potential for this person. Hey Zazzy, good evening. How are you tonight? Take those off for a minute. I can't stand that glare. This might be someone who, this person might drink a lot. Now, I'll just say that. Now, this is the Three of Cups. It kind of came out sideways. I don't like it when it's in the reverse. That talks about third parties. In the upright, it talks about celebration typically. However, in this deck, those people, we are overindulging whatever we're doing here, and it's sideways, so that's why I said might like to imbibe a little bit. Might like to imbibe. Zazzy, these are paid readings. If you'd like to purchase one, the link is at the top of the chat. They are $15 with PayPal or $20 through Super Chat. Well, this could, well, why not? Why? Okay, I'm just... Okay, somebody here's not done healing. That's what's holding this up. That's why this is being all kind of finicky here. Somebody here is not done. Oh, okay. Well, I'll finish it up for you then. I'll finish it up because this is saying, this is the Wheel of Fortune sideways, so it could go either way. And looking at the bottom of the deck, this is somebody who's, they've made a choice and they're still healing whatever choice to leave somebody behind. I don't know if this is them or you, but you still got some more healing to do here in this situation. Now, again, I don't know if this is you or them, talking about whichever one of you, probably not communicating with this previous situation. They could be spying, but I've got a broken heart here. And because of this, this person might tend to hold back emotionally. So I feel like it's talking about, this could be you, like I said, but we ask about the new person. So this is saying, somebody has been learning the lessons. That's what love will do for you. That's what love will do for you. And what you can't see in this relationship, what you can't see here, is there is an abandonment issue. You or this person or both have an abandonment issue. And that's probably why, and I know this is who you want. Of course, it's who you want. I think this person might actually be this nice, dependable King of Pentacles. But this is kind of a heads up that they may have an abandonment issue. And that can show up. We're talking future here. That could possibly show up. I like that this is the King of Pentacles. That's, as I said, somebody who's very dependable. He's the settling down kind. He wouldn't have a problem with that. And you might very well end up, we've got him plus this Seven of Pentacles here in the reverse. You might end up because that means somebody who's not single. And let's hope that means you and not that that person's not single. Anything else for Giselle? Thank you, Jay. Appreciate you posting that. Good evening, Lindsay, and welcome. Yeah, and this is, now this is, oh, it came back again. Let's see what, yeah. The Page of Pentacles came back again. So this is somebody who will come in and maybe offer you something for sure. This can talk about apologies too, but for me, this is the student card. Somebody who's learning a lesson. Learn, you know, could even be a student. I mean, could be somebody, like you're talking about going to school, could be somebody you meet at school for that matter, and maybe means that's maybe how you met him. I don't know. Anything else, please, for Giselle? Now, the only real, oh, I wish it didn't, why? Tatiana, you are so sweet to greet everybody. I'm still looking for, you know, good moderators if you want to be a moderator. I always need, because, you know, I'm wearing out the ones I've got. They're so good to me, but if you're interested in being a moderator, let me know. Well, gosh, I wish I hadn't gotten that one last card. It's the Two of Cups in reverse. In the end. Now, I could read this two ways. In the end, this might not be your soulmate. It might not be your person. Doesn't mean you can't enjoy each other. Doesn't mean that it's going to be ugly. I don't see any cards of an ugly ending here. I don't have any of that. It just might be, once you spend time with this person, you say, yeah, it's a nice person, but it's not really my person. Or, this can also be saying, let me pick the cards up here. I can't even say that. The mods are amazing. Thank you, Joseph, for saying that they absolutely are. These cards are so slick, I can hardly pick them up sometimes. Could be saying, this helps you and or your person learn about love, about what doesn't work in love, about what hasn't worked in love. Yeah, and what hasn't worked in love is when you withhold your feelings, because that causes all kind of conflict, and it causes things to not be balanced, and then somebody ends up in remorse and regret, and especially if, you know, confusion, and then there's secrets, and then here's the abandonment and the breakup. So that might just be saying that's the lesson, and then you have to heal, and then they cut off communication. You know, it's just the whole story. So, you know, rinse and repeat, but it feels like, in a way, that what I'm getting here is that y'all might be mirroring each other in terms of a past experience with love. So when you come together and you get to know more about each other's story, that might become more apparent to you. But it feels a little, and I don't know why I'm saying this, it's just my intuition is saying there's a bit of mirroring, I think, in terms of your past histories. And I think this person is still, like I said, putting down something or someone from their past. might drink a little more than he should. Might have experienced some downturn in his fortune. Can I put it like that? But I think it's on the up and up. And again, maybe just lesson, it's saying the lesson this person, and you, frankly, too, have learned, and could still maybe learn, is that maybe you get down the road and this person isn't your perfect soulmate, but it doesn't mean you can't enjoy each other in the meantime. Maybe this is a case of Mr. Right now, not Mr. Right, and this helps you get over this person from your past, or your people, or all those stinky frogs you've kissed. Maybe that's what this is for, you know, to get you back out there and in the pool of life, so to speak, get you circulating again. See if there's anything else. We are all learning. It's a never-ending thing, isn't it, Deborah? Yes, exactly, Tatiana. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. It's just, we're going to come together. Maybe we'll have some drinks and have a good time with each other, enjoy each other, you know, and then you might, you know, this sort of has the energy to me of we're better as friends. Maybe we shouldn't be lovers, but we can be friends. Maybe in a past life you were one or the other, and you've known each other, and that's why it probably feels comfortable to you. Yeah. Yeah, I think in the end, you, and this person could be foreign, I don't know. Well, yes, across the ocean, foreign. There could be a foreign element, different cultures, different whatever for you. It might overwhelm you a bit, and you might feel like you have to take some time out to go back into that cave, so to speak, take a time out. I'm feeling like, or hearing, that this person sometimes can be a bit much, like especially if you're out partying, and that this person is normally kind of a normal person, but when they get to partying, they get a little bit big in their energy. That might be a bit much for you. I know that's very specific, but right, or friends with benefits. That's right, friends with benefits could be. What I don't have here, pardon me, I mean, I've got two small cups here. These are just small cups, like beginning, a little bit of crush here. Again, celebration or too much celebration. But I don't have any wands, which talk about passion. Well, so it's early days, though. Early days. Well, that's not true. I do have this Ten of Wands, but it's in reverse. Anyway, I think I've said about all I can say about that. Yeah, this just might end up being friends, or, like Tatiana said, friends with benefits. But I don't see ugly cards of any kind here. Just see where it goes. And remember, because, you know, you're here, you know, I teach about law of manifestation. If you want this to be different or be something more than that, get busy manifesting that. Get busy telling the story like you want it to be. This is somebody you're really attracted to. Yeah, that's what we were saying. Yes, Deborah, maybe very much friends with benefits. Situationship, yep. Hey, Ruth, good evening. How are you, love? Yep, that could be fun. Absolutely. Yep. Love them up and give them back. Don't have to pick up their underwear. Don't have to put their kids through college. Don't have to raise their kids. I know all the perks. I know. Okay, now I don't know of anybody else that's waiting for a reading. I think that is all that I know of. Is that right, Adia? You're usually good at keeping about up with that for me. Does anybody else want a mini read? Or do you have a question about, you know, spiritual, metaphysical, esoteric things we can talk about? Yep, I'm waiting for a reading. Going once. Okay, thank you. I thought I was. You know, sometimes I miss one, so when it's busy, I appreciate you always keeping me straight on that. Woo, all right. I was just looking back here at one of the comments. City of Angels, these are paid readings tonight. They are not free. But for whatever you're dealing with, you don't want to be dealing with it anymore. You want it to be over, or the suffering. You want to come in out of the cold. Tommy, these are paid readings. There's a chat link posted at the top. They are $15 with PayPal or $20 through Super Chat. What does the reading do? It gives you insight into a challenge or a situation that you're having. It tells you what your current trajectory is. If you make no changes, I just pick, the way I look at it is I'm picking potentials out of a quantum field. And that shows you what timeline you're on, what trajectory you're on, in other words, based on whatever question you ask. I know, where's Jeremy? He's watching a movie. He's trying to watch a movie with his mother, and yet he keeps popping in trying to moderate here. God bless him. He's such a sweetheart. He's so generous. So very generous. All right, guys. If nobody has a question, I'm not going to just sit here twiddling my thumbs. Is that it for tonight? I cannot see you writing, Ruth. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to Adia. I'm doing fine if you're asking me, Ruth. I'm sorry. I thought you were communicating with Adia. Sometimes my moderators get into a whole conversation over there, and you're still digesting the message. And I love that. I love that y'all do that. I love that y'all talk amongst yourselves. You're kind of making friendships here in the chat, really. You too, Tatiana, and I so appreciate your comments, your support, your conversation in the chat here tonight. And if you decide to be a moderator, we'll give it a try here. Okay. Joseph, don't you have any interesting questions for me tonight? Or are you saving them? You may be saving them up for Thursday night for the members only, though. Okay, that's fine. No pressure. No pressure, Tatiana. I love it when people like you come in and engage and you welcome people. That's how I like to, how I want to build a community here. You know, I want it to be supportive, and because we all go through stuff. Come on, y'all. Life is hard. We all go through stuff, and we just take turns with it, you know. We take turns with lifing. All right, good people. I guess I'm out of here then. If nobody else wants a reading, I will get an actual early bedtime tonight. What's the deal with the frog thing lately? Seriously, you mean kissing frogs or frogs? Are you seeing frogs? I was seeing, I meant to go back and look that up. Dragonflies, which is a real positive omen. I saw those yesterday. They were hovering. I was parked waiting to go into the grocery store, and they were two of them flying around my car hood. So, Deborah, I'm needing context for your question. What's the deal with the frog thing lately? Again, if you're talking about relationships, I've got 2-3 readings coming out tomorrow that might answer that question. I might get them posted tonight if I get off this early from here. Yeah, I don't know, Jay. Nobody's needing that much help. I'm ready to get on out of here, I guess. All right, last call for a reading, y'all. Okay, good deal, Joseph. Good deal. And I'll plan to see you Thursday for the members only. You guys, if you're interested, members only a live chat will be Thursday evening at 6 o'clock. And this one, because I'm alternating every other week, this one is for all members, and then the next week will be for the higher tier members only. So, yeah, I think I'm going to call it an early night. Deborah saying, kissing frogs has come into the last 2 lives. I know. Oh, yes. I thought that's what you might be meaning. Well, it's because the energy has shifted this past week in a big way, and people are coming back, of course, because of Mercury retrograde. But I think the Lionsgate and the full moon energy is stirring things up and stirring people up, and the energy has just been different this week. So frogs are coming out of the woodwork. That's all I can say. Oh, thanks, Jess. If you remembered that I said that I hardly get to watching TV anymore. So true, and I might just do that. I think I will actually do that. I might go get in my jammies and actually watch some TV tonight. That'd be fun. Thank you, Joseph. Okay, guys, I'm calling it. I'll see you, members. I'll see you Thursday night at 6 o'clock. And I hope y'all have a great evening and Wednesday, and I'll see you soon. Many blessings, everybody.